right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, guys. It is time for a quick review on another Kizer knife. Welcome to the Knives Fast channel. Now, this is the Kizer Mini Grouper, designed by Azo, and it is G10 and carbon fiber mix. We'll talk about that. Nitro V blade and a button lock liner. Basically, a top liner lock is what we have here. Now, this is, again, a really, really cool knife. It is actually one of my favorite designs Kizer has done in a while, with one exception, and we will talk about that momentarily. But what you basically have here is a really cool blade on a really nice size knife with a top liner lock button. So as you can see here, you have a compression lock or a top liner with a button actuation there, okay? So you're locked with that top liner. There is no up and down. There is no side to side. It is locked up super well. You can see the amount of lockup that's like a 30 plus, maybe 35 there. Oh, and the button, again, is what actuates and moves that out of the way. So you have a button lock, but it's not a plunge lock. It is a real button lock. Now, there is a flipper tab here with some jimps on the top. So I think they intend for you to make this a push button, which is fine. But I've been light switching this, and I don't really need jimping to do that. It has a good shape, and you can see it just flies out of there for sure. So really, really cool indeed. Beautiful satin on this, but again, does pick up the fingerprints, as you can see. Gorgeous, gorgeous Nitro V blade. Love the thinness of it. And what you really have here is either a Shylin cutter, like the Vosteed Nightshade, or more of a Nessmuk style. You have a very high flat grind here. And your plunge is way back here, so you have a great sharpening choil. You have your Kizer logo there and your Nitro V, and then Azo's logo and the Mini Grouper. And you do have both thumb studs and a flipper. Great access to the thumb studs. Works really well to middle finger flick. I love that. Either thumb work or that, or the flipper tab. So again, it is running on bearings, and you can see here, guys, this thing is fantastic. It is very, very free and droppy. My finger got in the way there. Very well done. Great detent. Now, the good news about a top liner lock is you have an actual ball detent, whereas with a plunge lock, you have a spring that holds that blade in. So that's the difference. Now, you have great jimping here. Really nice 4-finger grip. That is really nice. You have great chamfers on the scales, and we'll talk about the scales momentarily. A reversible clip and a lanyard hole, 2 barrel standoffs here, and a decent clip. Again, do you feel the clip in the grip? A little bit, but not bad. To me, it is nowhere close to a hot spot. It is great. Now, as far as cutting performance, guys, this is an effortless cutter. This knife, as long as you stay out of the sharpening choil, is incredibly slicey. You can see there. Now, again, I've talked about this a lot of the time. When you're cutting with a knife and it has a lot of belly and your angle is sort of upward like this, your slicing is just going to be easier. It just is. It's always going to be that way when a knife is properly. I'm not going to cut that close to my hand. I'm running out of cardboard here, but I'm trying to show you what I'm talking about. But it just cuts really, really phenomenally well. A very nice knife indeed. So what is your issue, KC? You say. I led off the video saying this is a great knife, and I like everything about it except one thing. It's this G10 carbon fiber. So what we basically got is G10, black G10, that has a laminate carbon fiber. This is not regular carbon fiber. This is a laminate piece of what some people would call peel ply carbon fiber. I don't like the look of it. So the carbon fiber, the weave carbon fiber that I like the look of, is like a real weave, deep weave carbon fiber. Now, that is my knife, the Fractus. That's just an example. This just doesn't look that great. Now, it does have some bumpiness to it, and a lot of people were telling me they like that, and it does kind of give you a little bit of grip. But I gotta tell you, overall, to me, this guy feels slick. Now, is it like, oh no, I'm gonna slip off of it? No, not at all. Is it, does it have a good grip? Is it not gonna come out of your hand? Yes. But when I first picked the knife up out of my pocket, this slipperiness right through here, when I'm first pulling it out of my pocket, by the way, it carries very nicely. When I pull it out of my pocket, it feels a little slick to me, and it's just not my preference. So that's it. I mean, I wish they would do it in another variety. Both of the available versions are G10 carbon fiber like this. Just let me have the G10. That's all I'm trying to say. But overall, fantastic knife again, and it is dead center. You are taking up most of the blade, even with such an odd blade shape. It is coming down, and guys, I'm not kidding. The grip on this is great. The way this knife feels is great. I want to love this knife, but I just don't care for that carbon fiber. Now, these are available as we speak at Blade HQ for $79, which is a pretty dang good price. I will leave a link down below. It is 7.54 inches overall with a 3.14 blade inch, 3.14 of an inch blade length. The blade thickness is 0.12, and again, it is in Nitro V. The handle length is 4.4 on this, designed by Azo with a 3.93 ounce weight, which is great. I mean, it is really, really nicely done, and I want to absolutely love everything about this knife. It's just that one issue that keeps it from being an absolute home run for me. It's still a triple. It's still a triple, just not quite a home run. It's a little shorter than the Rat 1 and a little bigger than the Rat 2. And overall, just a really, really nice knife. So what do you guys think? Now, maybe that's not going to make a big difference to you. A lot of people have actually told me that, hey, not a big deal to me, and that's fine, guys. And again, you do skid across it a little bit. It's just that when I first pick it up, and it just feels slippery in my hand, and I would prefer it to feel a little bit more secure in my hand. So let me know what you think, guys. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? And what do you think of the knife overall? So definitely like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think down below. I appreciate you guys very much, and thank you for watching the Knives Fast channel.